I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, but I'm making an effort this year that I think is worth sharing. My goal is to dream small. Because last year, I spent too much time obsessed with a big dream. When we first moved to the Upper Valley, it was at the height of the real estate boom, and we couldn't find anywhere to live. We landed where we are because the ultimatum was breaking up the family unless we found a place. So I was determined to find that dream home. A small place with a nice bit of land that captured all we'd come to love about the area. The water, the mountains, the wide open spaces. Surely, if I just worked hard enough, I could wrap my arms around this big dream and deliver it to my family. If I was willing to bear the burden of the legwork it would take to find that place, I would be rewarded with it. But, as so often happens with obsessions and daydreams, my fixation on the future stole from the present. If I look back at the year of dreaming big, I really have nothing to show for it. We're exactly where we were a year ago. But, if I look back and think about the times I was happiest, it was always the small moments. And it was most often moments shared with the animals of all species that I love. And that is where I want to live this year, in the fullness of small dreams. Ordinary moments made extraordinary because I bring the energy my dogs and kids do to it. Because long after these dogs are gone from the world and my children are gone from my home, I know what I'll cherish most is not the memories of where we were, but the memories of what we were doing together. So in this dark and gray start to the year, I'm endeavoring to live fully in those moments of togetherness. Trying to focus on and appreciate simple things, like catching popcorn together. And even things as small as the anticipatory joy of putting on our jackets. Who says, oh yeah, one of my favorite parts this week was putting on my dog's coats? Me in 2024, that's who. I mean, look at us. Smiling and kissing and hugging and playing and tails wagging like crazy. And we haven't even gotten to the door yet. This is what happiness looks and feels like to me. And I'm glad to have these 8 legs and 2 tails and 2 noses and tons of teeth to remind me. Yes, we moved here for the wide open spaces, but a Ridgeback's love, both figuratively and literally, is felt most strongly in that tight orbit around your heart. To watch these guys play, and to be dragged into that play and knocked over by it, and then to egg them on to keep going, it all just makes me so happy. And having these little vignettes of us together also makes me happy. One of my big regrets is that I don't have more photos and videos of the dogs with me. I'm usually on the other side of the camera. So unfortunately for you guys, in 2024, you'll be seeing a lot more of my mug in these videos. Because as much as these clips make me smile now, I know in years to come, they'll be treasures. And that, I think, is the magic of the breed that I'm trying to capture with this resolution. Thanks to my Ridgebacks, I have the power to turn a dreary Monday afternoon into a family heirloom by the simple act of play. No grand plans or Herculean lifts required. All I need to do is resolve to give myself to the moment the way Penny and Zero do, and then resolve to do it all over again the next day, no matter the weather or the circumstances outside of my control. And therein lies the challenge for me. I still desperately want that dream house, but I'm learning to not let my dream lead me away from where I want to live and the moments I want to remember. So, in order to help me remember, I'll borrow Kurt Vonnegut's advice to notice when I'm happy, and to then exclaim or murmur or think, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. Or, in the immortal words of the philosopher Mitch Hedberg, I'm sick of following my dreams. I'm just gonna ask them where they're going and hook up with them later. In the meantime, I don't know where I'll be, but I know who I'll be with. The wild creatures I love so much. But actually, you know what? After these snowy adventures, I do know exactly where I'll be. And that is playing Wintertime Cabana Boy to stir up a nice fire and ensure that these two are tucked in tightly. If you're looking for your own Ridgeback resolutions, I invite you to dream small too. Find the moments in your day when you and your dog are happy, and live in those moments with your whole heart. Afterwards, be sure to join your dog under the covers and then resolve to savor that feeling. Because in the end, those moments are what matter most.